Conor Mcgregor took aim at several UFC stars during his live stream on Kick yesterday and held nothing back concerning Khabib's Russian tax situation, as well as Islam Makhachev allegedly taking steroids.
What about Islam and Khabib? If you KO Islam for the lightweight strap, Khabib will come back. Khabib owes his bollocks to the Russian government. That's typical rat behaviour, scurrying rat. So he has bills to pay. I fight. He fought Fight for Legacy, 2 main events or something he has in the UFC, and he owes his bollocks to the Russian government. So he'd want to pay his fucking money that he owes instead of siphoning it out through to other countries. So I'm ecstatic and delighted that that's coming on top of him, and we all will welcome him back into the fight game where he's ran from. It's a rat trap. The rat trap has been set. So we're excited about that and see where it goes. We notice him. We notice the little rat scurrying on back. We see him back around. Fat rat, we call him. Thoughts on so many of Khabib's camp caught cheating, you know. It's disgusting. And that's the truth. The what was the latest one? The cousin, the Nurmagomedov Umar, is it? Usman Nurmagomedov was caught on steroids just recent. So that's, you know, Islam Makhachev was on steroids. They're all juiced out of their head, so fuck them all. I'm ecstatic that the Russian government is closing in on them. Get them, because they're fake. Get them.
Conor also did not hold back when it came to Sean O'Malley and the recent beef the two have had in public.
O'Malley looked up to you. Why disrespect? You know, I like Sean O'Malley. I do actually like Sean, and I just seen the disrespect of what's his name, Garcia, coming in overweight. You know, real lackadaisy with it, multiple pounds overweight at that. And then, you know, you see the testing positive on performance-enhancing drugs. It just reminded me of a situation with Sean, and he kind of got caught in the crosshairs. He also said something like he beat me, not in his wildest dreams. So, but I do like Sean, to be honest with you. I had spoken to Sean at a football stadium. I think it was in California. I bumped into him at a football stadium, and he was being influenced by this influencer boxing approach where it's, you know, pick and choose your matches and be very careful who you match. You know, he was saying he wouldn't fight. He wouldn't fight people above his category. And I went and seen him as he was in this mode, and I had said to him, you know, are you the best? Are you the world champion? Because if you're the world champion, who cares who it's against? You should go until you are the champion. You know, fight everyone and anyone at any given moment. That's what I done. And then since then, he went and fought Peter Yan. He went and fought Chito Vera. He went and fought some great competitors. Aljamain Sterling. Give me a sec. Aljamain Sterling. And, you know, he done it and he showed it. So I was happy with that. And, you know, it is what it is. Whatever. You can't be cheating and using performance-enhancing drugs in competition. And then missing weight on top of it. I was just a bit infuriated, to be honest, and a bit disgusted, because it's not a game to play with. There's people's lives on the line. So, you know, they're two lads, O'Malley and Garcia, and it is what it is. Who knows? I don't foresee a commission outside of certain regions granting a license after that, missing weight and juiced up to the eyeball on Australian. I don't see it, you know. So I'm interested to see how it shakes out. And, you know, O'Malley, he has been good. He has been nice to me, and I know I motivated him to probably take up this career, as I've done to many people. So, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll take off the gloves and fight, bitch, and we'll figure it out. Yeah.
UFC bantamweight champion Sean O'Malley was reportedly swatted by cops while on his gaming live stream. O'Malley was hesitant to leave the scene, fearing he might get shot.
So your Saturday, you went home, you guys went and grabbed some lunch, went home, and you jumped on a stream?
Yeah, went home. Me and Sona went and grabbed some Whole Foods, went home, like, you know, I'm going to stream today. Streaming, about an hour and a half in, I see a cop fly down my road. I feel like instantly I kind of knew, because I've heard about like Aiden and like the big streamers getting swatted. People find out where they're at and they call the cops, say something happened that obviously didn't happen, and then they're getting swatted. So I peek out my head. Get in the water. Wait, what the hell? Just a sec. There's cops at my house. Out the window to see, like, maybe the cops are, maybe it's something else. But then they're on the intercom, and I see a bunch of cops, and they're like, walk out with your hands up. So I walk out, hands up.
Were you a little nervous, or just like, I'm just gonna listen?
I was like, I'm just gonna listen. I could get shot. I'm, you know what I mean? Like,
hey,
okay.
Like I said, if you would have rolled out there with your phone,
My
Snapchat,
Snapchat. What's up, guys?
Put a few in you.
I was like, okay, if I just listen to them, I'll be all right. But you never know. Someone sneezes, pulls the trigger. I got fucking shotguns pointed at me, ARs from like 4 different cops pointed at me. And I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna listen and fucking walk back. I was just kind of nasal breathing.
And did they have you get on the ground?
No, they didn't have me get on the ground. Just turn around, walk backwards, my hands up, like, boom, boom, boom. Put me in handcuffs, put me in my cop car, or in the cop car. I just use it as a meditation, because it's moments like those bring you into the present so much. Like, whoa, it's like, oh. So I was just breathing, and but I was sitting in the back of that cop car in handcuffs. I was like, dude, that's crazy. I had freedom 5 minutes ago. Now I have none, 0. And I'm like, I didn't even do anything wrong, but I kind of like just thinking like, damn, what if I did? This would be so
like
fucking
one of the
scary.
random little urges you do. You just act on it. And
Well, I don't know what urges you have, buddy. But yeah, so I sat in the cop car about 35, 40 minutes, and I'm like, and a couple of the cops that put me in the cop car, they didn't know who I was. I'm like, God, if they know who I was, I could know like what's going on, but they didn't know who I was. And then a couple other cops pulled up, and they did. And they was like, kind of got a lot less intense.
Oh.
So like, oh, I'll show you the UFC champ. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Cause I wasn't like, I'm the champ, man. I'm the champ. I'm gonna do anything.
So I wonder how that.
They said I
happens.
killed my parents. What? Or something like that. And yeah, and they thought there was an active shooter inside. They're like, who's inside? I'm like, no, I was just gaming. Who's inside? I'm like, no one.
So someone calls and says,
called the cops,
hey,
said there's active shooter, two dead people in the house or something.
and then the 911 or whatever says where at, and what do they say?
My address.
Really?
Yeah.
That's f***ing crazy, dude.
I wish we could find that little weasel that called them.
I wonder. Yeah, you just
They
wonder.
can't. They can't find them.
How
They
do you
don't.
get the address? Like, I don't know.
Who knows? Yeah, who knows?
It was crazy.
Leon Edwards wants Conor McGregor if both fighters are victorious. With the Notorious returning at 170 pounds, Edwards has highlighted the potentially huge fight as his next title defense if he beats Bilal on July 27th.
Is there any chance he wins that fight, you win a month later, and your next opponent is Conor McGregor for the welterweight title?
That'd be good. You know, I feel like let's
this a
give him
possibility?
opportunity yeah, 100%. Why not? You know, I feel like let's give him opportunity to become true division world champion. Give me opportunity to take out a guy like Conor McGregor. New York, that'd be perfect.
Oh
So
my
that's
gosh.
that is the fight. You know, I feel like he goes out there, take out Michael. I'll take out no one remember his name, and then we'll go from there. we'll go New York, MSG.
Oh my dear.
Let's go.
Back to where he
That's the
made
fight.
history the first time, double champ. They bill it as now he tries to become triple champ against you. Oh my God, imagine the scenes.
That's the fight. I feel that's the fight. You know, like I said, we got business to take care of, but that's the fight. You know, I feel like that needs to happen, and it should happen.
Has this been brought up at all? Hey, if this works out, is there any sort of whispers, any chatter about it behind the scenes?
Not really. I heard like little noise, but nothing like getting excited about. You know, I feel like like I said, we've got fights on our hands that we need to get past first before even getting to that far in. So I have to go out there. I'll take care of Bilal. You go take care of what you need to take care of, and we go from there.
Now let's take a look at the top 3 comments left on yesterday's videos. D12 Min says, Conor still relying on flat-footed boxing and bulking up? Chandler by first round TKO. This person with the YouTube handle I can't pronounce says, DC is a company man. Whatever the UFC is doing, he will support it. Another YouTube handle I can't pronounce says, DC is a company plant at this point. Seems like the fans are turning on Daniel Cormier, but what do you think? Comment down below. We'll highlight the top 3 comments from today's video and highlight them on tomorrow's video. And that does it for today's news, but make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like this video, hit the bell notification so you get notified every time a new video drops, and in case you missed it, here's yesterday's news.